that a conspiracist holds the highest office in the land.
This is not something we've seen in a functioning democracy.
A democracy that will soon elect a president.
This is the first time I can remember having a fear or anxiety that a sitting president, if he loses a free and fair election, won't leave.
Good evening, I'm Fareed Zakaria. Let me begin with a confession. This is not the kind of topic I usually tackle, and I am concerned about repeating false information. But this subject is urgent because the conspiracy theories circulating now are dangerous, and the President of the United States is trafficking in them. When Donald Trump tells us elections are rigged, Obamagate is the biggest scandal in history, some know these ideas are wholly false, but others are less certain, especially when they hear a story full of details that seems to explain everything. Polls show that up to 50% of Americans have believed at least one of these conspiracy theories. This is a story of just how destructive they have become, not just to the people they target, but also to the very foundations of our democracy.
Why doesn't he give his birth certificate?
Donald Trump's rise to power began with a conspiracy theory.
His relatives don't even know which hospital he was born in.
This is the hottest thing out there. This hat, you can't get him.
As he tested the waters to run for the White House,
People have birth certificates. He doesn't have a birth certificate. If he doesn't, it's one of the greatest scams in the history of politics.
Trump peddled birtherism like a traveling salesman.
He was born in Hawaii. Why are you going through all of this, Don?
Well, a lot of people do not think it was an authentic certificate.
How can you say that if this
report it, Wolf?
It was a political winner.
55% of the Republicans believe in this issue.
He wrote it into the White House.
He's got brilliant instincts and brilliant intuitions.
It's time to take back our country!
Donald Trump understood exactly how to tap into an ugly racial undercurrent.
The idea of whether he was born in the United States, I think that's a metaphor. Is he one of us? Answer, no.
With the birtherism conspiracy theory, Donald Trump could send a racist message without saying the race part out loud.
Your country was stolen from you by Barack Hussein Obama.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Black African father, Barack Hussein. That's enough.
Trump uses conspiracy theories as weapons against his political opponents.
Very suspicious situation. Obamagate. I'm fighting the deep state.
But there has been no bigger Trump target than Hillary Clinton.
The most corrupt person ever to seek the presidency of the United States.
The darkest Clinton conspiracy theory has a huge following on the internet. Trump and his allies have promoted it, even as it has grown increasingly toxic. This is Edgar Madison Welch. He is driving from his North Carolina home to Washington, D.C., recording a message to his two young daughters.
I love you more than anything in this world.
He is preparing to risk his life to save children he doesn't even know.
Like I've always told you, we have a duty to protect people who can't protect themselves. Do for people who can't do for themselves.
You might consider Welch a good man.
I hope you understand that one day.
But this mission of mercy was actually a dangerous delusion. Welch fell prey to a twisted conspiracy theory called Pizzagate. He actually believed that Hillary Clinton and other Washington elites were running a pedophile ring out of the basement of a pizza restaurant in Washington, D.C.
Just because it's crazy doesn't mean that people won't believe it.
In addition to the AR-15, Welch was carrying a handgun and a shotgun was found in his car.
He burst into a crowded restaurant. Terrified customers ran for their lives. But there were no abused children, not even a basement. No one was hurt. Welch went to prison. The original source of all this? A leaked email to John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chief. It was from his brother, and it said simply, "Would love to get a pizza."
Pizza is a well-known pedophile code word that actually has been used by law enforcement to arrest online sexual predators of children.
Pizzagate is real.
Now, disturbingly, teenagers have grown obsessed with Pizzagate. They believe celebrities have joined Hillary Clinton to abuse children.
You need to search for what they don't want us paying attention to. Child trafficking.
The social media site TikTok, popular with teenagers, has logged more than 80 million views for posts with the Pizzagate hashtag, according to the New York Times.
We are Q.
Pizzagate began in 2016, but in the last few years, it has grown into an even bigger conspiracy.